This is absolutely massive. Trump and Larry Fink gonna blast off crypto. The last 3 days since Trump was named president officially with his inauguration, more announcements for crypto has happened than ever before. This is a wonderful, wonderful golden era that we're heading into. The key to this is to understand that in the long term, you're early. In the short term, we have to get our shit together. You're in bull run number one, which is foundation, learning the system, learning why to invest in things, not what to invest in. And you cannot work to try to get rich quick. You get wealthy for sure by building a foundation, understanding the infrastructural change and what is actually happening here. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all this exciting news happening. But as I share all the time, if you're here to get rich quick, this is not the channel. This is getting wealthy for sure by understanding what is money, number one, financial literacy, how to rewire the indoctrination system where they taught us to trade time for money so much time we can't pay attention, and learn that in the US dollar, you're getting paid in someone else's debt. You no longer work for money. Money works for you. And this opportunity right now will never happen again in our living history. Get non-emotional about these markets. Stop trying to catch the pump. Stop trying to catch the dump. Build a fundamental strategy. Stick to it. God, family, protect your ecosystem at all costs, and stay out of other men and women's business because you're too busy working on yours. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Let's dive in. On the back end of every video, I share with you exactly what I am doing. I mean, you can't stop the news, guys. There's so much stuff happening. So this is Trump in the White House. We got the crypto czar. And I'm going to let you guys listen to the video. And I'm going to show you a video where Trump literally calls the biggest bankers out on the table, literally calls them out. Do you realize what is happening right now? You're going to see more changes than you've ever seen in the next 12 months.
We've signed some executive orders. They're very important in just about every case. And it will go through the first one, please.
Do you want to? Yeah, Mr. President, this is an executive order on crypto. We're going to be. Oh, sorry, we're doing that. I'm sorry, Mr. President. This is an executive order on AI. We're basically announcing the administration's policy to make America the world capital in artificial intelligence and to dominate and to lead the world in AI.
Do you want to say your name, your full name?
David Sachs, AI and crypto czar.
David is one of the greatest in the world at AI. Most respected, probably there is.
Remember, AI cannot operate without crypto. That's the crypto czar.
So that should take us to the forefront, right?
Absolutely. We got to win.
Soak this up, guys. Soak this up. This is historical stuff. Soak this up. Breathe in. Listen to what's happening. You're part of history.
David is.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming a.
Close your eyes. Soak this in, guys. Do you realize you're part of a historical transformation? Your grandkids are going to be like, my mom and dad were legends. They didn't pay attention to the bullshit. In 2020, when everybody was saying it's going to change, they stuck to their grounds. When Ripple was sued, they stuck to their grounds. This is exciting times. This is historical.
Internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, David, that's for you. Thanks.
Crypto capital of the world, from the president of the United States, Stuart Aldrey. So much positive news today. Hard to pick my favorite, but this one from the fact sheet accompanying the executive order strikes a chord, doesn't it? President Trump will help make the United States the center of digital finance, technology, innovation by halting aggressive enforcement actions, regulatory overreach that have stifled crypto innovation under previous administrations. Okay. Now this is where things get really, really cool. So he is over, he's at Davos, right? And he's literally telling Davos, we're going to be the crypto capital of the world. And then he calls the bankers out on the table.
Make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto.
Okay, so how much more confirmation do you need? Okay, let's watch this. So this is Benny Johnson posted this. President shames Bank of America CEO, who was saying, once we get regulation, we're going hard on crypto.
Where you're going to bring it down to 15%, which is really something. And by the way, speaking of you, and you've done a fantastic job, but I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives, because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank. And that included a place called Bank of America. They don't take conservative business. And I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open your banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong.
Mr. President, I'll say that your friend Gianni said hello, told me to tell you hello, and we look forward to sponsoring the World Cup when it comes both this summer for the club and next year. So thank you for getting.
So that's the Bank of America CEO right there that said once they get regulation, they're going hard on crypto. Just in, Senator Cynthia Loomis, officially named chair of the Senate Banking Committee on Digital Assets. Cynthia Loomis is the one that created the Bitcoin Treasury bill. This is Larry Fink talking about just in 11.5 trillion. Do you guys realize 11.5? That's bigger than most countries' gross domestic product. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says Bitcoin could go up to $700,000 because of debasement of the currency.
If you're frightened of your debasement of your currency, or you're frightened of your economic or political stability of your country, you could have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin that will overcome those local fears. And so I'm a big believer in the utilization of that as an instrument. And so if that becomes true, and you see that it could be a proper hedge against maybe hope security or equities. Yeah. The question is, could you see a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and that was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 per Bitcoin.
Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Think about that. The banks are saying once they get regulation, they're going hard. So your asset managers are going to say 2%, 5%. That is going to skyrocket Bitcoin, which is going to skyrocket the whole market. Remember, Bitcoin leads the market. People are going to start to explore other altcoins like XRP, XLM. Morgan Stanley CEO Ted Pick says banks will work with U.S. regulators on offering crypto. So here we are. The moment we've been waiting for. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you're in crypto, we get a lot of messages. Everybody's like, why is it not booming? It follows cycles. It follows cycles, guys. Remember, before the inauguration, Bitcoin came down to 89,000. It shot up to 106. It cooled off. We're in a cool off period. It's going to shoot back up. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to cool off. They're going to pull profits. It's a cycle. It's a wave of energy. Okay. That's all it is. Have you ever seen a relationship be perfect? No. Has a business ever been perfect? No. Have you ever seen a market go straight up? No. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. Okay. The sun comes up, the sun comes down. Everything operates on energy and vibration. That's how it works. Okay. So if you're super stressed out and you have anxiety, you're going to get wrecked in these markets, especially with the volatility. The volatility is your absolute gift. That's why I say don't ask what to invest in, ask why to invest in it. So if you know why you're invested in something, then you don't panic. My biggest holdings are XRP, Bitcoin. I have HBAR, XLM, a lot of the ISO tokens, right? People consider them ISO tokens. I know what I hold. There's some that I think probably in my portfolio aren't going to make it with regulation or not survive because, I don't know if they'll be able to handle the regulation or whatever it is. With deregulation, I think it'd be very different. But I'm going to mature my portfolio into probably the top 5 because I built an ecosystem outside of crypto. I'm not just in one asset class. I think that's dangerous. I think you should have the diversification, right? That's what the asset managers do. These asset managers are going to get the large wealth people to do about 2 to 5% in crypto. I have a lot in crypto, but I de-risk bring it down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance. Okay. I use precious metals, silver. I use Bitcoin as my gold. We're going to get more real estate. I'll repeat the same thing every single time. I have cash generating businesses and a dividend ETF strategy. When I get money from those dividend ETFs, which are very volatile because I'm leveraging things like MicroStrategies and Coinbase, I'm pulling and I'm de-risking back into Bitcoin and XRP. By 2030, I will try to own as much Bitcoin and XRP as I can. I truly believe they're going to be number one and number two. That's what I'm doing. But along the way, I'm setting my family up with insurance, with real estate, with cash generating businesses, cash generating ETFs. My family will no longer have to trade time for money by 2030. My whole family. That's my goal. Okay. That's the key to this. It's freedom. We don't want to go buy stuff we can't afford to impress people we don't like Gary Vee says. You don't want to go buy stuff with this newfound wealth. You want a richest man in Babylon it. Okay. Very, 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 very important. Bitcoin, I'm holding. I'm not touching it. I accumulate it every single day. And when it dips, I buy more. I accumulate XRP every single day. Bitcoin, I'm going to hold forever. My altcoins, I'm exiting 50% if it hits my targets. There's no emotion in it. If it goes to I exited at $2.70 with XRP, 10% of 50% of my portfolio. Okay. I'm holding 50% forever. When it gets to 5, I'll exit the next portion. If it gets to 7, if it goes to 10 to 14, then I follow exit strategies. I don't try to catch the top. You'll get wrecked all the time. Try to catch the bottom. You're never going to catch the bottom. Build a strategy, be disciplined, build a long-term horizon. You're in very, 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 very early. Only 5% of the population has exposure to crypto right now. And it's about to rapidly transform once we get regulation. The banks come in. So volatility is your gift right now. But think about that. If Larry Fink's saying that could go to 700, Kathy Wood says it can go to 1.5 million. Michael Saylor says it can go to 13. There's all these different variances, right? But if you held one, and I know like Bitcoin's very expensive. You can buy Satoshi of Bitcoin, right? But there are things like XRP, XLM, HBAR. There's other ones. But what I want to share with you is again, don't ask what to invest in. Should I get into Trump coin? It's like, why are you getting into Trump coin? Why are you getting into XRP? And when you understand something, it removes the emotion because you know what you hold, right? Echo says it all the time. You know what you hold. Okay. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Huge warning. Put this on every video. I will never proactively DM you. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't use Telegram. I'll never DM you about your crypto. I'll never ask you to send me money to invest your crypto. We do not invest people's crypto. We do not have an investment platform. Here's a key factor in this industry. Never send anybody your money you don't know personally. If you don't have their phone number and you can't text them and confirm that it is them, do not send them your money. That'll keep you safe. Okay. There's no influencer reaching out to you to try to invest your crypto. And if they are, they're a scammer. Okay. Trust me, be very, very careful. You don't need a special QFS account. Coinbase is not in danger. Okay. Be very careful with that stuff, guys. They're trying to take your money. Brad Garlinghouse is not giving away crypto. If it's too good to be true, it is. The rule of thumb is if you don't have the person's phone number personally, and you can call them and say, hey, is this you that I'm talking to? Don't send them your money. Super simple. Okay. Verify, verify, verify. What I do have for you is resources. Okay. I get hundreds of messages a day about my cash value life insurance. So I pull from the top, I pull it down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance. I like to bank on myself. Okay. What I do may not work for you. So what we created is a needs assessment where you can fill it out. My team will text you, call you, email. You'll never send them money directly. Okay. We don't get paid by the client. So very important. It's a free financial strategy where they're going to go over your finances, where you're at. We're going to dream a little bit. They're going to plan with you, and they're going to teach you how we use cash value life insurance, how we insure our family. We can look at annuities. We can help you move old money. So my financial team will sit down with you, all 50 states and Canada. On the other side, I have my Coach JV Academy. You'll see it down below, the 120-day challenge. I've helped 10,000 people, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision creation, getting your shit together in this craziest economic time in the world. Budgeting, the 5P framework, financial literacy, market calls, Q&A calls, and we work together and we rise together in the greatest community in the world. And that's down below as well, or on my social media platform. I'll see you on the inside. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.